to keep them until the end. Just for a few more years, you can make use of their experience. You can get the ideas from them. They can guide the freshers. They can guide the young people. Why can't you make use of it?
Ladies and gentlemen, what side opposition sees here is that side proposition is clearly agreeing with all points brought out by side opposition. Now, furthermore, ma'am, the people who are 57 or 60 years old are not the only people with experience. There are people below them at the managerial level who are 45 years who have plenty of experience which they can pass down to the youth who are in the company. So it is not only those top people who possess experience. Now, ma'am, you all have clearly contradicted yourself on this point. You all mentioned in the first few speeches that you all are completely against pension. You all told us how the pension is not effective, and that the pension is waste of money, and that we should not pay pension to the senior citizens of the country who have worked all their life.
Woman, let me make it clear. We didn't say that pension is not good. We said the pension is not enough for those people to support their family. If they earn more as an income, they can support. That's what we said.
Honorable ma'am, I'm pretty sure that I can hear very well. Members of side opposition clearly heard the fact that that side proposition clearly told us that a pension to quote them, they said that we should not pay pension for a person who sits in front of the TV the whole day and does nothing and does not contribute to the economy of a country, if I'm not mistaken. So on these points, we clearly believe that you all have absolutely contradicted yourself. Now, furthermore, you all also brought us in the first speeches that how most people are highly educated and they're about to get married. Ladies and gentlemen, like we have recurrently stated, there is 20% of the youth in Sri Lanka are unemployed. There are degree holders on the road who do not have proper jobs, and who are going to provide them these jobs? It is absolutely the responsibility of the state. So if it is the responsibility of the state, they need to make sure that the diminishing return, it is basically economic effect, where we say it's called the diminishing return. Thank you.
2 down, 2 to go. At this point, we give the only lifeline in the competition to both the teams. Until then, let's take a small break.
Right now, Krishani from the Hindu Ladies College, and we are about to ask her what she exactly thought of the debate today and who she thinks will actually emerge victorious from today's debate. Krishani?
My school will win because they gave good points, and DSN Naika school did not have that much of points. Actually, they were like speaking on the same point again and again. Like we had so much of points. It's not a bad comment on their school. They were like speaking on some points only, but our school was like they're speaking on everything. They were like.
And right now I have with me Ashab from DSN Naika College, Colombo. Ashab, Krishani from Hindu Ladies College said that your team is repeating the same points. Plus she added that Hindu Ladies College was much more prepared and their presentation was better than yours. What do you have to say about this?
We have the ability of taking it if we lose or we win, because we are Senanayakans, and we have that experience of Sinhala debating. We have won the finals.
Okay, Ashab, unlike Hindu Ladies College, you weren't that confident that DSN Naika College would actually win. Could you tell me in one direct word, are you sure, a yes or no question, are you sure that DSN Naika College would win today's debate? Yes or no?
Yes, we will.
We are at a juncture in this debate where everything is about to increase in pace and passion, because this is the most dramatic round yet, rapid fire, where there are 6 speakers, 3 per team. Each team will get no more than 3 minutes to speak, and the only rule is that every speaker has to present at least one argument. Well, the floor is DS and Hindu Ladies.
Member said in the previous round that the managerial level employees have more experience than the elder generation, but I would just like to oppose this. At present, in the NGOs of Sri Lanka, they are paying 1 lakh and 1.5 lakh for people who are near their retirement age for the higher post. If they don't have such experience, why should they pay 1 lakh, 1.5 lakh and take such people for higher posts in NGOs? and the hands-on experience and mental thinking ability is more in the elder generation than in the youngsters. Youngsters just solely depend on machine, that is a computer, but old people, they have decision making and they are proper resource for the to increase the productivity. Agility is in the younger generation, but ability is more in the older generation. Therefore, I would always like to conclude that experience is a plus point for the elders, and therefore the retirement age in Sri Lanka should be definitely increased.
The side proposition doesn't understand. The youth is more updated than the elderly generation. Number one, as they agreed, they are more with the computer, but they are more efficient. That's our first argument. They are more productive. That's what helps the Sri Lankan government, that will help the Sri Lanka to develop. Let me give a simple example. And a leading bank in Sri Lanka, which by shedding 250 jobs, they have saved 200 million rupees by giving voluntary retirement scheme under VRS, giving them, and they have gained 200 million rupees. That is how they have got new members from the youth, and they have made it more productive. Thank you.
Members of the opposition, we are not saying that we should not take any youth into a company. We are just saying that the age of retirement should be increased. I do not see anything connecting with that. And I also would like to say that unemployment is not just due to the increasing of age retirement. Have you ever seen a newspaper article or newspaper which comes without an employment page? Have you ever seen a newspaper where you see no vacancies? You cannot apply to any jobs because all the jobs are filled? I don't think so. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, what we merely said was that managerial level employees clearly have experience. We did not say that managerial level employees do not have experience or have more experience than the seniors. What we merely said that the only problem side proposition had was that once the experienced people go out of the company, that there will be no experienced people to teach the younger generation. What I merely pointed out was that there are people experienced but not as experienced as them, but they do have a certain amount of experience, and this experience can be passed down to the younger generation. Thank you.
I would like to make another point. You all said that the elders collapse in the middle of their job. How can you assure that the youths don't, especially when they are not trained to such stress of their job, and say like the elders, they are adapted to their job and they are efficient, they are experienced, they can take good decisions, where the youths, they are stressed out. So in such cases, youths also can collapse. Thank you.
Madam, the youth are energetic. They won't collapse. I'm sure they'll have much more efficiency of not collapsing than the older people, because I'm not insulting the old people, I'm not being rude, but it's proven scientific fact. Old people are weak and old people are slow. That is proven scientific fact. That's why they call them old people. So obviously there will be small cases of younger generation collapsing, but for each younger person who collapses, there will be at least 10 more old people collapsing. Thank you, madam.
In the opposition, they said that the unemployment rate is increasing because of increasing the retirement age. But I will not accept that, because in 2009 it states that the unemployment rate was 5.9 and in 2010 it's 4.8. So in this particular period of time, the unemployment rate has decreased, but this time the retirement age was increased. So you cannot say that solely because of unemployment, solely because of the retirement age, the unemployment is occurring. Thank you.
2009, the war ended. Through that, the tourism was boosted. Through that, we have more 500,000 employees, and through that, the youth and the employment rate decreased. Not true, raising the retirement age. The side proposition should do more research. Rather, in the interval they said they were prepared, it should do more research. Thank you.
Although the opposition was saying about experience and that the youth are more energetic, fine, maybe the youth are energetic, but the elders should be there to guide the youth. There should be a head for an organization. Most of the heads of any organization, I could say, are elderly people who have experience, who have the ability to take decisions without any doubt. They don't have to go and refer to any other people, but a youth, he cannot take a decision on his own. He always needs a guidance. For example, we go to our teacher when we have a doubt, don't we? Why do we do that if we are really perfect, although energetic?
Honorable ma'am, do you realize that according to research from universities, that the possibility of an old person contracting coronary heart disease is 60%. Why? If he works for this extensive period of time where he has to work in a company. Now we also know that you all stated that old people, that young people are not efficient and that they need experience. Ma'am, we need to understand that there's something called the learning cycle. Like I mentioned before, the diminishing return. Where old people go and new people come, it's a cycle itself, the learning cycle itself. So in these situations, we believe that it is not wrong for old people to go and new people to come, because it is the cycle of the world, and this is the way the world has been operating.
Now we shall retire ourselves.
Goodbye, tension.
Hello, pension.
As the rapid fire session concluded, we saw arguments being brought up. We saw them thrashed down. We saw the intensity and the aggression of today's debate definitely reaching its hilt. Ladies and gentlemen, we are about to give both the proposition and the opposition their final opportunity to make an impact on the judge's decision. To make an impact in your minds if you have decided whether it is Desana Nayaka or Hindu Ladies College Colombo who will emerge as winners of today's debate. This will be the roundup, the final wrap-up